Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin,
and Kat.
So we're back with another ATEEZ video for Erin, or videos for Erin. Ooh. This next one's in your journey. We've done a guide, so just to try and help Erin get a who's who and a bit of feel for everybody.
and all the mint chocolate chat.
And so far, you're
she hasn't picked a bias, but she's leaning.
But you're feeling a bit of the king of the what was the title he gave himself?
President of the mint chocolate.
Well, domination.
Right,
Yeah.
cool. You're into Sam. Okay.
Yeah, her head has been turned. Let's say that.
Good.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, even if he's not your bias or your wrecker, you're doing a double look when he walks past.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think for the moment I'm still getting to know everyone. Everyone changes their look so often, and I always struggle with knowing who's who. So please don't judge me.
No,
it's one of those things.
That's the way of it.
I suddenly just one day wake up and I get there, and then I'm like, oh my god, how?
Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? Because you don't even remember at what point you got it all.
No.
You just remember that you didn't, and then it's like you do, and I don't remember the bit.
It is tricky though, because from each MV to different MV, they change style, hair colour, everything, and you're like, wait. It's not like that one thing that you've kind of locked on to be like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna keep telling you guys apart. It doesn't stay. It then suddenly changes, and you have to learn who they are in the next video. So it takes a little bit, and it's almost like I feel like it's like learning to drive. You know, when you're having to think about everything, and then one day it just clicks into place.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is it.
So first up, fireworks.
Yay. This is basically a pretty good feel-good song. It's a flex, and it's just basically watch this space because we're about to blow this shit up like fireworks. That's it.
It's good.
It's good.
Mingy's not in the MV.
No.
He's during his hiatus, but I think they had a cool way of,
He's in the song.
you know, he's part of the song.
Not leaving him out. Yeah.
Being done. Yeah.
Because when it was they were performing this when he was on hiatus, somebody else would take his part, usually Hongjung, or sometimes even Sunghwa. But so they would swap and change for the live performances. Someone had to do it, but during the MV, obviously they were using the recorded, produced track, so they actually still kept him in there, which I thought was cool. Yeah.
Nice. No, imagining that like they set off a firework and it like was his face.
Aww.
Like do that. I want that now.
80s fireworks. They need to be created.
Is this our new venture? We make idle fireworks.
Idle fireworks.
I was going to say, idols with fireworks is not good. I'm not trusting Woo Young with a firework. I wouldn't trust that boy with a sparkler.
No, they're not allowed to operate.
Exactly.
Them. We just want them to explode in their gorgeous faces in the stars.
I mean, I also...
In their gorgeous faces.
Whoa! Have their gorgeous faces blow up in the stars. You know what I mean?
I should also say, I really hate fireworks. Like
I do.
Like fireworks night and that period of time of year is my worst thing. You'll never see me watching fireworks.
Oh, okay.
I really, really hate them.
Scrap that.
But you know, if it's a good business venture.
Maybe I could be turned.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments of the MVs that we've done that Erin's still got to go, what do you think she'll like best?
We were talking earlier that we liked RM's platinum blonde undercut slick back.
I'll be honest, him in this video, it's dangerous, man. It's one of his hottest.
That was the smuggest face I've ever seen. She was like,
what are you doing?
Do you know what? I actually watched this MV about a week ago. Because I was like, oh, what's Erin got to come? Let me see. And I was going to say, I'm glad you brought it up, this is one of his hottest videos for me.
Yeah. Put you to plotting like a very slow murder for me.
Okay.
It's not our fault, it's not us, it's them. We're the victims here, remember?
Yeah. We should watch K-pop on heart monitors.
Oh, seriously.
Oh my god, I've read so don't.
I sing that bit all the time.
Is that one glove?
That's someone.
That's mine. That's what that is.
Oh, good god.
Oh, even Seth Fixon! I've never noticed that before.
This lighting is. Oh, no, my glove! Jesus. Wait, was this in the guide earlier?
Possibly.
I feel like I recognise the dance.
Here you are.
I just sing that one line all the time.
Pyromaniacs! Always!
No.
Go for pyromaniacs.
That is such a fierce look.
Yeah.
They're really good with her leg work.
They're great dancers, yeah.
Ooh, it's a naughty line. What is that top?
Oh, you know with a lip ring. Jesus. I've seen this every time.
Oh, that's cool.
I need that red sparkly jacket. I see you, you're a fan.
Yeah.
Hearty song.
My palms are sweaty. Ooh. Did you enjoy it?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright. I saw your jaw opening many times.
I can tell by the fact that her whole body moves a lot, like she's up on the chair. Like,
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah. I'm such a squirmy. It's like it's just naughty.
Did you see now what we meant about Hong Joon with that look, that
Yeah.
undercut and that yeah.
I just need Jake to do his hair like that. I really do, like, somehow I need to get him to do, because he's naturally blonde, so I think I might have heard it, like, I recognise that
Yeah.
from, like,
It's an earworm, isn't it?
Yes. It makes me want to do, like, the Miro, like,
Yeah.
like that, like the
It's a bop, but it's kind of
Swaggy-
smooth.
it's
swaggy.
a swaggy bop. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm bopping along. It's like
yeah.
oh
I think their choreo matched
Yeah.
it well, doesn't it? Like with their leaning down and they're doing like the
yeah,
like the elbow movements and that, and then the
Lots of kicking. And
yeah, really
their
good.
leg work's really good, and I feel like a lot of it is there's always like a slight bend. So, oh my god, those thigh muscles
think what-
must be working.
Their outfit choices with this one, they all wore jackets, open jackets, and I think that so when they were dancing, their legs stood out because it was slim, and then they were bigger on the top, and the jackets were moving like as they do all the arm work.
Very
Interesting.
good stylistic choices. Did I miss where they included Mingy?
He was on the
The radio.
radio, the DB radio thing.
They were sat around the radio.
The rap was still over, and they were still. So the editing was moving,
Right.
Like they were all listening to it.
I kind of thought his face might have been on the flag, but it didn't. But for me, obviously, I wouldn't recognise his voice, so I was thinking I'd visually said it. But that's really.
It's like he was on the other end of the radio doing his rap.
Oh, okay, I love that. That's so cute.
And he even said "fix on" the little screen. That's his thing when he wants you to pay attention. He's like "fix on."
I feel like you were getting a bit interested in Jongho. Did you pick up on that?
Woo! Jongho, come for you.
There's a bit of
as rightly so.
Yeah. Although she admitted earlier on the guide when a picture of him was on there that she felt judged.
He's got a very strong stare.
It just all went too quickly for me.
Yeah. I wanted more of the red outfits.
Aren't they fantastic?
Who was in like the full red suit?
Patent, Sanghua.
Sanghua.
The shiny red patent at the beginning. Or in front of the tree singing. That was Jongho when you were like, ooh.
Because at the beginning of the song, Yosang is in a full red suit.
No, at the beginning of the song, he's in the check, but... Oh, sorry, that's Sanghua, but then it goes to Yosang in the red.
And he's in red, and then later on when it's on fire, Jongho is in a red suit in front of it.
Maybe I ever think about red suits.
You do, actually, because you liked the other red velvet one they did for Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
And shiny, and there's maroon suits. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, build the best idol. It'd be like blonde, undercut, bow tie, maroon suit.
With a glove.
Maybe we need to get a
glove.
Have there always been solo gloves?
I don't know.
Or
golfers hanging around a golf course.
Is it just, and I've only just noticed this, or did I see the glove and now it's being placed in everything?
I don't know.
Because it's a really weird kink I have now.
How did you feel about San having pink hair and his abs out? I was okay with it, personally.
And the fact that his first move when he welcomes you to the MV is...
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what are we getting ready for?
And every time he lifts his arms, you just get a bit more.
Yeah.
I would like to not comment on that. Because I am married.
Yeah.
That was a treat.
Yeah. Good song.
And I feel like that's something to watch at a slower speed.
Yeah, I think it would be a good 0.25.
Also, like a burning tree.
No.
Because they take so long because we rewind to be like...
Because we watch different members. We don't have enough eyes. Okay, so next up, Game Changer, people. Game Changer. Deja Vu.
Cool. So, I've not seen... Have I already asked this? There's not really like any like slow ballads.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think about that.
They do as B-sides, apparently. They have some.
They have some, yeah. Like Star 1117 is probably the closest you'll get to an actual ballad. But you've got like Still Here and Better, and then you've got Aurora. But I don't know. I would say that slower ballads are probably the least of what ATEEZ does. But there's a few slower ones, but they might have beats in them as well. But the actual sort of only kind of maybe out and out ballad, I would say, is probably Star 1117.
I wonder whether we'll see more of that if we get more solo work. Like Jongho might bring us a lovely ballad.
Well, they've done some little solo works on that, and Jongho's done some covers of like ballads for soundtracks and stuff. So they have done those, but again, they're all unofficial bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be nice to get some more official ballads on their albums and that. Yeah.
But so Deja Vu, you know you've heard it because they do say Deja Vu in the song.
That doesn't mean anything for Erin, we know that.
That's true, actually.
So, again, like I said, when I was watching, thinking, oh, what's Erin got next? I'll have a little look. So, for the first time, and I've had Deja Vu since, April?
Mm-hmm.
I read the lyrics whilst watching it for the first time.
Oh, you managed. Did you like that? No.
I did.
Rude.
And, well...
Oh,
the song hit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's sweet. This was Game Changer for me because this is where I met Yosang.
Oh.
Yosang was there all the time, but she had just finally taken her eyes off of Woo Young and went, "Who is that?" in the middle of the... scared the shit out of me because I wasn't expecting it.
This one, is
yeah,
it?
Yeah. So it's this one where your sang went, excuse me, and she went, oh, okay.
He didn't just go, excuse me. He just walked in and said, hey!
Slap me in the face. Yeah, no, they all look really good.
They do. I like the choreo for this. Little story of Deja Vu at the concert. I like this one so much and the choreo so much that I recorded the whole song, except I was so excited about this song that I hadn't pressed the record button when I held my phone up for the whole song.
Oh no. Nope. She checked afterwards and she was like, I don't hear it, because she was there the whole time, like, and I was like, you hadn't pressed record.
Oh, someone else must have it.
I'm sure there'll be videos out there of it, but it was just one of those like, oh, I was that like, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I really do love their intro though. And this I think is very cool.
I like that they have it because it stops me seeing spoilers if it auto plays.
I definitely reckon it's so catchy. Oh yeah, because this is the one that was in the guide, I think.
Yeah.
Like the trousers. Oh!
Who comes?
What is going
Stunning.
on? Oh my god, he looks like liquid the way he's moving.
This choreo I love.
Yes.
That's a lot of hip wiggling.
Yeah. I love him with red hair. That was a ponytail, did you see that?
That never hair like that.
What was going on there?
Who was that flashing? Sam was that flashing, I think, there, but I just saw Hong Jing frosting.
Love the cut of that top.
Oh!
So,
just want to say what I love about that video is, sometimes you get like rain in an MV and you're like, oh yeah, but it's never enough rain. They never get wet enough, but in that video they properly get wet and you're just like, oh damn.
You see those when we put their heads in the pool and then they flick their hair back and they get all the water. That was that level of
I have to admit, that end bit, I was watching it thinking, I know in a minute Hong Jun's gonna
Sangha for me sometimes he makes me think that he's like a ballet dancer or something, like a modern dancer with, like you were saying about the cut of his tops and the way he moves.
That was so like oh my god, angular. It was gorgeous.
And you said he moved like liquid at one point.
Yes. Little did I know.
That's a really good description though.
Yeah.
It was just like,
because he came in as a vocalist, but he can dance as well. That's what I mean. That's why I get so much fulfillment from some of these groups where even if someone comes in as kind of one main thing, but they can do it all, and you're just like, oh my god, the talent is so good.
God, I just feel like such a pervert.
To be fair, the lyrics of the song, okay, I don't know if you saw, it was all I can't stop, I'm going insane, endless thirst.
So
they were very clear.
I saw something, and then I looked up, and they're all grouped together, almost like vibrating. And I was like, what happened? I looked down for 2 seconds through the lyric, and then they were all. I just can't. I need to watch that multiple times. Yes, and slowly.
Because I had my Yosang moment at the beginning when he came forwards, and I'd just been looking at Woo Young, and then he was there, like wow. And then later on in the MV, Woo Young is looking good, and I was looking at Woo Young. And then again, that's when Yosang then walks across the screen looking down when he's talking to you in his deep voice. And I believe my reaction to that was, what is your problem? I'm trying to look at Woo Young.
Can you imagine if that was like the first MV you showed me?
Well, do you remember?
But that's what I mean, like, I wouldn't.
We discussed this though, even like with
You
BTS,
don't-
as in until you have that level of appreciation of, oh my god, they're really attractive, they don't hit the same. So that's why what you were saying is really interesting. Even if we were to go back and watch some of the really early MVs that I showed you, they would hit you differently.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, once
I'm rewatching these.
once you've turned them
And I
on,
thought, like,
it's like a switch, mate. Once it's gone,
this is going to be one of those ones, like, I can see how, like, naughty is the only word. Like, I'm embarrassed. I'm giggling because I just... I can't use the words. It's not appropriate.
I really like the choreo of that one because it's more sultry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, than just thrusting. It's very
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the way, my man his nickname is also Yoonho, because man can twerk and move his hips.
We saw the twerking in the guy.
He's so good. So that's what you're like, that's a lot of hip movement. I was like, yeah.
And you saw that live. Well, I see why you couldn't
My
hit
phone
record.
didn't.
My phone was like, no.
It's like, do you want me to still work after this?
Yeah.
Wowza. Yeah. I have nothing of substance to say.
Good song.
Yeah.
Good band.
Well done. You murderers.
Okay.
What are you going to give me after that? Because now I'm like, where
Last
are
one
you
for
going to
this
take it?
grouping is one of my faves, and I find myself singing part of it all the time, and you will do the same because you can't not. I work with kids and they've heard this song but not as much as I have, and they sing this part all the time. So it's called The Real.
Sorry, I didn't know what was next. As then Jenny's like, oh my god, show them to Erin. I was like, wicked. I can't remember what order we did them in.
So this one was the first one I did after the concert. When we were there and they were playing MVs before they came out, this is one of the ones they played, and
On
I
the
kept
screen.
grabbing at JD and being like, look at Woo Young, look at him, I need this, what is this?
Yeah.
So little did I know that Woo Young was just the warm-up for when Yosang was going to happen.
Yeah. So The Real is the song that they did for Kingdom Legendary War. It was their final performance, because all of the groups on Kingdom, their final ones have become an actual track for them. So
That it seems like just going off Stray Kids, the ones that they did as the final are incredibly dangerous.
yeah,
So,
they were fantastic. All
slightly
the performances.
terrified.
Yeah. So the reel, and obviously during Kingdom Legendary was Miggy's Haters, so this video has got all of them in it, so it's a little bit of a nod to Miggy's comeback as well. And the meaning around the reel is basically, which I really love, is basically be a real good person is someone who's humble, tries to fill their brain with knowledge and education, empower yourself, be a better person. That's basically, you see the line in it a lot is this is what style looks like this is the real way to be cool. Don't, like, a lot of people, especially if they're younger in their teenage years and you're trying to find out who you are, will kind of act like a bit of a dick because they think that makes them look cool. Yeah. And they're saying, like, no, you don't have to do that. It's not about fighting each other. Actually, it's just about being a good person and trying to better yourself, surround yourself with good people and have a good time. And that's what being real is.
I'm sure as well, when my reaction to this one went up, that people said there's a lot of cultural references in the MV. Yeah. So I think it'd be fun at some point if there's a video explaining it for us to be able to watch that.
Yeah, because we said before, there's Hangul everywhere and we don't have it all, and so.
And they had the brushes and they were writing, and there's so many bits in there that
Sanskrit
meanings that we're not aware of.
So it probably goes even deeper than what we can. But from what I know of it so far, this is it. And I really like that mini of the song again, because they're trying to lead the youth by example. I think that's nice.
For me, the thing about this song is just, it's such an earworm. I'm always singing. You know which part as well.
And it's such a happy song as well. It's so good.
Do you know what, actually, it's one thing I'd say for ATEEZ songs. There's normally one line. Like for Firework. Do you know how often I walk around going, I'm the one in my zone? Just that.
And that starts
There's a real earworm in this one. You may have heard me do it before.
I mean, I probably have. Why are we bothering with lyrics? Like, I'm not going to read a thing.
Such a good look on him.
Love the sound.
It's traditional Korean instruments.
Oh wow.
Looks fierce.
Don't you stand
I love the movement.
I love the outfit. Oh, I love the laugh. I'm noticing it in more and more of the songs now.
he?
Thank you for reassuring me.
Oh my god, that earring. He was fire breathing there, wasn't he, Ben? Oh, I love that.
He's so cute.
More style. There's lots of cultural references to bread. I need to find out what it's about in many things.
Yeah.
I keep saying bread and I need to find out what it's about.
Apple.
Now I get that.
Yeah, we did in the guy. Just watch him singing while she's
Oh,
breaking
he's
out
really
of
strong.
apple.
But
Yeah.
I said how the force needed to do that. Surely that you use the throat muscles and
Yeah,
that would
but
impact your diaphragm. But how can you hold that?
That's
note
the
still?
point of his stability.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the point of his.
in half?
So I liked the sound of it. I feel like there's so much in it that I don't know. That
You mean in the MV?
I think I need to know that to like appreciate it a bit more. And the lyrics that I did catch were like, you know, bend like 90 degrees. It felt like a lot of like, I couldn't work out whether they were saying like being overly respectful was not right, or that they had lost, like, people had lost those respectful traditional values.
I saw a bit of something about politeness, and I kind of got the feeling it was about maybe over conformity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you conform to the point that you don't think for yourself anymore.
Because it's like going over, like, because they were saying to the 90 degree or like more. Like
The lower you bow, basically, if you've ever seen people get down on the floor and do it, so the lower you bow, the more respect you're giving to that person. So, yeah.
But is that about you giving?
And so it depends who you're bowing to, but it could be,
respect?
yeah.
But then it was like, keep your eyes, like, bow down, but keep your eyes up.
Because maybe it's show the respect, but don't blindly give respect.
Yeah, because also, like, with their song Thanks, where they're talking about, thank you for giving me these teachings, but just because you're the older generation, I am not going to do what you say just because you're older and I'm supposed to. I am also going to go my own way, and I'm going to make my own mistakes. So, you know what I mean? So please respect me, that I want to do things my way. But, so maybe it's that balance, like you're saying, is like over conformity is no good, and then over rebelliousness is no good. Yeah. So if you're kind of operating in that middle ground of being respectful and polite, but trying to form your own path while being a good person, trying to educate yourself, being humble and kind and good to the people you meet, that's the winning combination, But there's no need to be so extreme on either.
Then again, the idea of keeping your eyes open, that would kind of suggest that
don't follow
pay
blindly.
attention. Yeah.
There were one of them caught the punch, and it didn't penetrate. And the same with the basketball.
It was the baseball.
The baseball, basketball.
But then they did the punch.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the things flying at them, and it's like that doesn't faze me.
I think the point with the punch is that they all connected, is that kind of all these opposing forces, no one's going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
You're just going to get stuck.
And then the book they created had mod on it, which is style. So it's almost like the book of style. So it's almost like where instead of fighting, you're actually all needing this education.
So you all need knowledge.
You all need to read this book. Yeah.
But
stop wasting your time with stupid fighting and just read this book.
But is it that, you know, not biting back to people that are being like overly rebellious or just for the sake of it, you know, that's the style you like.
It could also be because all four of them were dressed very differently and they were clearly coming from different angles. Like for me, Songhwa in what he was wearing could be the tradition and the history and culture.
Yeah.
And then
Jongho were like the rebellious bikers.
And then you could say Woo Young was the maybe because he looked like he was from like a college. You know, that kind of youth.
Yeah. Free thinker.
Do you know what I mean? And then where they connect and then you have the book, that could also be if we all put our thoughts together.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other.
It comes from knowledge, you know, from everyone coming together with their thoughts.
Yeah. No one thing is better than the other, but actually all of you
when you put it
together,
to this point, you can.
Because there are going to be times in your life where you're going to one of those personas, if you want to call them, or ways of living, is going to need to come to the forefront more than the other.
Yeah.
So you do need all of those aspects, but it's knowing when to rein one in, maybe.
Whereas the fourth one in that is Mingi, and I wonder whether Mingi represents the person trying to find their way, and he's got all these different angles coming at him.
That's going to be very difficult in a society, from what I know, that, you know, really has a layering of like respect and very traditional values, because there's so much good in that, but when you also see the not so great side of it, wanting to fight back against that's got to be a lot of like push pull in what you've been brought up, but what you think is maybe right and wrong.
I also feel like in this video they come together, they come to the conclusion, and then the angel that is Yosang, who has all the answers to everything.
He looks like a mobster leader who was sponsored by Gucci. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just walks in that white suit, like, looking so chic.
To tell us that no matter what's going on here, we'll never be as wonderful as him.
It's too expensive for you. Well, I think it's interesting because when he comes in, there's like a split second where they look at him and they're like, are you going to fuck us up? And then he starts dancing and they're like, oh no, cool, it's fun. So it's almost like that as well. It's like, are you gonna be a dick? Like, I don't know about you. And
I wonder what
he
represents in it, whether he represents like the future.
Could be.
Do you know what I mean? It's like that fear of it, and then that kind of, actually no, let's just go with it.
Well, he didn't, and again, I think it links in with the storyline, because in the overarching storyline, I believe that Yosang disappears and then he comes back. But it's almost like taking that on face value just of that MV. It's almost like he was watching for the sign of when they were ready for him to come in. And so it's like he was waiting for his time. Do you know what I mean? Before
you're ready to accept that all of these things can coexist within one person.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would need to dive into it a bit more.
It's like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of cultural stuff in there that we're missing, that, you know, hopefully there's an explanation video. If you know of one, please put it in the comments.
Yeah, that would be really good. But also, I think, was it this one of the ones that you were like, I couldn't remember if this was one of the ones that you like, that you weren't as keen on at first, but I said, oh no, it will grow on you. The more you listen to it, it will grow on you. I can't remember. There were a couple like that, but for you, this will go on you, I swear. You will be walking around being like...
I just know that I walk around doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Were any of their movements, like their dance, was any of that have like some traditional elements in it? Because it looked very different to the bits that I've seen.
Yeah.
But like modern...
A modernisation of it.
I could have seen them doing, you know, in full handball. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I feel like it felt very deep, and then I feel bad not. Why would I understand it? But do you know what I mean? I feel
no, it's fine.
You still enjoy it on a different level,
and you can see what they were trying to go for. So even though we don't actually understand the full teachings of it yet, you were like, do you know what I mean? For me, I'm like, that's really smart. I can see. So
yeah. Oh, I do love them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, another group to add in.
I believe that Sam got another. When
he was
walking. We know.
Authoritarian, and he had like that bat, and then there was a very trim, proper suit he was wearing.
And he looks so angular with his hair.
Yes.
I mean, I like him with longer hair, but when he's got short hair, it looks really angular.
Very angular. Angular.
Fierce.
Someone had that pink hair. I'm sorry, man, eyebrow flick when he came in that door and he was like,
I don't know what you said, but yes.
Yeah. Whatever you think.
Will Young looks like he could absolutely fit in a fraternity.
He does, little mischievous git. No, they all look so good. And they do things as well that, like, again, multiple K-pop groups have made us be like, that's a thing I never knew that I find attractive. Who knew? ATEEZ rock mullets.
Yeah.
Hongjoong has, Mingy has. Whoa, what's happening? They're literally rocking mullets, and you're like, oh my god.
I feel like the mullet's going to take over the world.
Yes.
So that was Erin's reaction to Fireworks, Deja Vu, and The Real. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.